What? Where am I? What is this place? Who would dare to chain me up? Come on. Who in their right mind abducts the crown princess? Who would do that? Show yourself. Now. Or are you a coward? A dragon. Hi. Hey, so, I know what I said before sounded really aggressive and, demanding, but, would you maybe, pretty please, be willing to let me go? Not interested. I mean, of course, because, you're a dragon. So, I guess you do what you want. It's funny, I always thought that was my job. Well, tell me then, dragon, what exactly is it you're hoping to get from, kidnapping me? A ransom? Are you sure there's no other reason? Well, it's just, well, a dragon like you, I mean, please don't take this the wrong way, but any bandit can sell a noble off for ransom. Sure. Most of them wouldn't be able to capture a princess, but ransoms just feel so passé, I guess. What other reason? What other reason might a dragon kidnap a princess than jewels and treasure? Well, that is, well, I don't know. I'm just, spitballing here, but maybe the dragon likes the princess or something and like kidnaps her so she can be the prize jewel in the dragon's collection or whatever. Not that I think so highly of myself, or that I think that should be the reason you did it, but it's just an idea. Yeah, no, that's stupid. It was a stupid idea. Although, I mean, these chains are, well, you know, they're gold and rather bejeweled. So I, you know, it feels like a bit of an unusual display of wealth for something you're just trying to ransom. But, you know, that's just my opinion. And obviously I'm like, not exactly familiar with dragon culture, so. Would I rather be your prized possession? Well, no, that would be ridiculous. I mean, I am the crown princess of this whole damn kingdom. You know, had everything I could ever want. Like, feasts and 36 overly pushy suitors and, politics. Those are fun. Okay, so maybe I don't paint the best picture of court life, but it's definitely I would never want to be kidnapped by a dragon. Okay, that is ridiculous. Okay, that's just it's ridiculous. I mean, not that you aren't, because you're really, your scales are gorgeous, and I'm sure they're very smooth, and your figure is so majestic. It's you're really like, you know, you're just really interesting to look at. Is I meant good, interesting, of course. Of course. So, ransom then. What, are you hoping to get more gold and jewels from the royal treasury? I mean, I guess that's fair, but you're a dragon, aren't you? You went to all this trouble to kidnap a princess when, you know, it would probably have been easier to just rob the royal treasury, wouldn't it? How long ago did you, leave the nest, as it were? Because it's nothing, not to make any kind of presumptions about you, but we haven't heard of a dragon being anywhere near for quite a while, so it seems likely that, you know, you're a rather young dragon, just struck out on your own. Well, you know, I do tend to think I'm cleverer than most. You kind of have to be to survive court life. Which I love, by the way. I really can't overstate how much fun I have at court. What do you mean you don't believe me. No, I don't. It would be ridiculous for me to be, you know, a treasure. That would be, I would never want that. Wait, what? No, you want to let me go now? What? Why would you do that? You haven't gotten your ransom yet, have you? Well, yeah, I know I sort of made that suggestion about, like, you know, going to rob the treasure yourself, but I mean, you already have a princess, so at that point it feels like it would just be a needless expenditure of effort, wouldn't it? I mean, you've already come so far in this plan, so why not? You're not buying any of this, are you? Sorry, I'm usually, like, way more smooth and charismatic and clever, but this might surprise you, but this is my first time being kidnapped by a dragon. I know. I've only been around for 20 some years, and this is my first dragon kidnapping. Crazy. So I'm just feeling a little flustered, especially because your scales are really, really pretty. And at the very least, this feels like it'd be a good escape for me, because I'm sick of court life, honestly. I have been for a while. But you know, what choice do I have, right? I'm the heir to the throne, so kind of have to step up or the whole kingdom falls into whatever. So I thought, you know, maybe dragon kidnaps you. Suddenly it's out of your hands and you can ignore all of the everything for a little while and just be the damsel in distress for once, instead of being the leader who is going to be in charge of a significant chunk of the world pretty damn soon. Yeah, I do have it tough. Thank you, Dragon. I appreciate that you understand that. Ugh, and the suitors, I swear, I'd love to marry for love, but it's impossible. I mean, even if there's someone I genuinely do feel like I'm connecting to, there's absolutely no way to be sure that they want me for anything but my money and the power of my position. I guess that's another thing I like about the idea of a dragon. At least you're upfront about wanting money. And you have a kind of power that royalty could never match. I just feel like when it comes to a dragon, I don't have to pretend, and I don't have to worry about hidden motives as much, you know? Why are you undoing the chains? Like, I really, I don't want you to get rid of me, okay? I do want the whole treasure thing I mentioned. Well, there go the chains, huh? So what, that's it? You're letting me go and then you're just gonna rob the treasury? What? What do you mean it's my choice? I don't get choices. I never do. Not really. From the moment I was born, my whole fate was decided. Even getting kidnapped by you was a consequence of my birth and the circumstances around it. I was born a princess. I was born an heir. And that meant lessons. And that meant noble friends who really want things from you and aren't interested in you as a person at all. It meant balls and dances and elaborate gowns. It meant getting kidnapped and exploited for someone else's gain. And it means now that you're giving me a choice. I have to go back. There are too many people depending on me. I have to. But I appreciate that you tried to offer me a choice, even if it'd never work. What I want to do doesn't matter. It doesn't. Because what I want can't happen. I have responsibilities. Well, sure, my parents aren't dead yet. Hell, they've probably got another few decades in them at least. But well, they're gonna worry about me, first off. I'll tell you what, though. You know, the royal coffers are kind of important. We use them to fund things like building infrastructure. I mean, the aqueducts alone, maintenance is a ridiculous expenditure. So, I understand that I may have suggested stealing from us, but, I could give you some. Mark it down as an expense. Stop asking what I want. What I want can't happen. The only way it does is if you force it to, and it doesn't seem like you're the type. Fine. You want to know what I want? I want to be done with it all. I want to be an ordinary girl for once in my life. I want to stay here, where for once there's someone who doesn't consider me miles out of their league.
who isn't, related to me. Someone who looks at me and sees just another squishy human. I'm not a queen to be. What I want is to stay here with you. But I can't. But, I don't know where we are. I know we have to be somewhat near to the kingdom. You couldn't have transported me so far so fast. But that could mean anywhere. It's unlikely I'd be able to find my way home anytime soon. And even if I could, it's a dangerous road for a princess on her own. Much more dangerous than here, with a dragon who evidently has no intention of hurting me. It would be the most prudent, wise course of action to stay here, wouldn't it? And wait for rescue. Wouldn't it? And who knows how long that could take. You want to know what I want? Dragon? I sort of want to find out if those scales are as smooth as they look. Do you mind if I touch you? Your dragonliness. Oh, wow. They really are smooth. And almost cool to the touch. Not exactly what I would expect from a fire-breathing lizard. It's a pleasant kind of cool. It feels nice. It's the sort of thing I would want to lay my head against and fall asleep. Here's what I want. Dragon. I can't stay forever. In spite of my wishes, I care deeply about the fate of my kingdom and its people. But at the very least, I'd like to spend tonight with you. And if it's all the same to you, I'd like to be friends. maybe someday you can kidnap me again. If you're interested, that is. You can take all the treasure you like from our kingdom. In effect, it's already yours. None of us could stop you. There's no value inherent in kidnapping a princess beyond her companionship. But I hope that will be enough for you. It'll be nice to just be a girl for once. So what do you say, dragon? Shall we be friends?